Good evening, everyone. Chuck here. You see Brandon's in the house. Coin Junkie is in the house. I don't forget that this particular reveal is a redo of number 338. Note that everyone already has a coin in their flip inserts. So what we're doing is adding another one to the mix. And this is going to be this roll. Had around for a while. It's a 1962D. I've never opened it, seen the contents of it. It's been wrapped like this for a long time though. Hello, Eric. So let's go ahead and start this one out. See what we can do about getting it open. It's an old roll. The coins inside look pretty nice, so we'll see how that works out. That's how I get the coins out. Just tap it on a table. Consistent tapping. You'll eventually get the coins out. See how there's a split developing up there in the upper half. I'm gonna go ahead and get the other cap off of it. You take both caps off and it tends to work better. Having a cap on the end kind of provides a little suction. I don't want the suction. There we go. Now here's the coins that came out after those two end coins. And then the rest of them are just going to kind of start pushing right out of the tube. There we go. There's Malcolm, Stephen, Eric, Carl, Mike Leapline, Bob Hampton. Almost a house full. And what we've got here, 1962 roll redo of reveal number 338. Reveal number 338 is already finished. It's right here. But it was a junk roll, and I decided to replace it, so this is what I'm replacing it with. And we're going to start off with coin number 1. It's going to go to Sureg. This is coin number 1 in the roll. Let's take a look and see what we get. Let's see, get the lighting and focus right. Then we should be good to go for the rest of the roll. It should be a pretty good start right there. Looks like we have a normal coin by the mint mark area. Don't see anything on the date. Nothing on the eye or in trust that I can see yet. Alright, so everything looks pretty normal on the obverse. Let's check the reverse. There are some double die reverses for 1962 cents. 1962D, I mean. Oh, that one's got a really nice big old die chip on the last column. But I don't see any hub doubling here. It did have spots on that end coin. I hope that's the last coin in the roll that has spots. Don't need any more than that. We're going to put the second coin in the holder with the first, just like this. Now, when you receive your holders, your second coin is going to be one that's closest to the edge of the pocket. So that's how you can tell the first from the second. All right, next up, I'm going to do Bob Hampton. Bob Hampton, been waiting for his second coin to come out. This one looks considerably cleaner than the last roll. Though I've been fooled before. This one does look like a good, well, maybe a good start. Why is it we can't find a really good 62D roll? That looks like a double die right there. I'm thinking it might be a double die on the outside edge of the 9 and the 6. or it could be machine doubling. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm going to go with machine doubling on this one. Flat field strike doubling. A form of machine doubling. Let's check the reverse on this coin, see how clean that turned out to be, if at all. It doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't look great either. That's coin number 2, Bob Hampton. Now number 3, penny hoarder. Let's see what penny hoarder turns up with here. The singles coin pull I will be doing Monday evening. And then there will be a brief auction on Tuesday with no reveals this coming week because I will be in Las Vegas the following. Or actually, I'll be in Las Vegas for a while. So I will not be able to handle doing reveals this coming week. I will do the auction on Tuesday, but we won't be doing any reveals this coming week. And tomorrow will be an auction by Miss Jessica Johnson coming up on the Copper Coins channel. Next one up is Jim Fletcher. Jim Fletcher gets coin number 4. And this is coin number 4 for Jim Fletcher. See if I have anything going on here. Man, this coin is not the best. I'm not looking in these rolls prior to the show, so I don't know whether the rolls are clean or dirty on the inside before I get started. This will be our second shot at getting a clean 62D roll. May or may not work. No, this coin's no cleaner than the last. And it's got no die variety on it either that I can see. Mike, no, I've not sent anything. I'm going to be doing the singles reveal on Monday. Coins will go out on Monday. Sunday and Monday is when I'm packaging. Going to work on getting together everything for people who did not get involved in the singles reveal and get those out on Monday. All right, let's see. Okay. This one is not an RPM either. Not a double die obverse, and it is a ugly coin. Okay. Well, let's just keep going here and see. Mike Birchman. One more ugly coin and this roll is toast. Move on to another one. Try to find another one to move to. Okay, this coin appears to be okay so far. Let me back out on this so it's easier for us to see what's going on. Well, it is an original roll because we are running into the same dies over and over again. I'm just not liking the quality of the coins in the roll. Jeff Dunn. Coin number 8. Nothing obverse, nothing reverse. Let's try number 9. Yeah, number 9 is at least a cleaner looking coin. But still here. Nothing obverse, nothing reverse. How about number 10? Yeoman? Yeah, these coins are not in very good shape either. And that's the last one I'm looking at in this roll. We're going to dump the roll and move on. So, I'm not going to give these coins to you guys. They're not in decent shape. So, I'll dump this batch. And we will try another roll. It's okay though. It wouldn't be worth selling any more than it would be worth doing a review on. And either way, coins need to be in better shape for me to want to mess with them. So these are being dumped in the copper, and then I'm going to get another roll, and I will be back in 1 minute. Okay, let's try this one. This one is a Fed Reserve Bank of St. Louis roll. Fed Reserve Bank, St. Louis. The roll looks clean, looks nice from the ends. So I'm going to go ahead and open this one, and we will use this one as today's roll. I'm quite serious when it comes to giving quality. I will not give you guys coins and make you pay for them of low quality. So this is a single source roll. I have no idea what these coins are going to look like until I get the roll open, but from the end coin it looks like it should be a pretty decent roll. Work to get the whole thing apart. I'm playing with it now, working on getting it open. There we go. The wrapper over the coins. And this roll actually looks like it's pretty clean. I haven't sent anything out, guys. I'm still working on trying to get caught up with everything so that I can send packages. If I send everything out today, if I sent everything out this past week, then I would end up with the singles pool that I would still, the proof pool as of a couple of days ago, and then the singles pool as of this weekend, that I would have to send out separately, which means I would have to charge a separate $5 shipping, because I can't afford to ship more than one package to each person on one shipping charge. That's why I haven't sent the stuff out yet. I will send the stuff out. I'm beginning the shipping as of tomorrow. I'm beginning the shipping packing for the people who are not in the singles pool. But for those who are in the singles pool will happen Monday, and your package will go out after Monday. You haven't received anything from me because I haven't sent anything. Now I'm going to get caught up and stop doing as many reveals because I have a lot of other things going on where I'm trying to get things done and caught up. Hello, Marked Money Tech. But trust me, if you've paid for it, it's going to come to you. It just may have not come yet because I've not sent it. When I send it, you will get a tracking number. Okay, here we go. Coin number 1 to Sureg. Trying again. Okay, this is a much nicer roll. I can already tell you. Looks nicer. Could actually have some varieties in it. So this is the roll we're going to go with as number 338. This is the end coin on the roll, and it is in pretty nice condition. I flip it over and take a look at the reverse, see if we come up with anything. All right, so far nothing. Oh, penny hoarder. All right. Gets us off to a start. Bob H. Coin number 2. And this is coin number 2. I got nothing there. Nope. Yeah, I'm about ready to give up on eBay altogether. Kind of hate doing that, but they're not going to keep their fees. At what I consider a fair level, and I'm not interested in doing business with them. Yep. Nothing on the obverse there. Let's check the reverse real quick. Nothing there. So Bob, coin number 2. We got this started at 7:30. So we should be done with this by 8:15. Penny hoarder. Penny hoarder comes up next. Here's the obverse of penny hoarder's coin. I think eBay is just phasing themselves out of business. Kind of in a painful way. Okay, a normal coin there. Jim Fletcher. And at least these coins are in decent condition. That's the most important part for me, is that you're actually getting coins that are of a representative grade for the date and mint mark. 62Ds do sometimes come slightly spotty The last couple of rolls have just been horrible. Oh, Farm Dog. Better platform than eBay. Well, eBay is still quite popular. That's one of the problems with not dealing on eBay, is that you are giving up a lot of space on a popular website. There isn't really a good replacement for it. Not at present. There is a website called USA Coinbook. It tends to have pretty decent stuff posted on it. I've had my share of problems with Etsy, both as a seller and as a buyer. The problem with Facebook is that it is against the rules to sell coins on Facebook. And regardless of whether we have ways of overcoming the rules and getting, sidestepping that issue, it is still against the rules. And if at some point they choose to decide to squash all of the accounts of people who are selling coins on Facebook, I would not want to be one of the ones squashed. So I choose not to do business on Facebook because they don't understand the difference between cryptocurrency and selling collectible coins. Great Collections is actually good for certified coins, but if you want to buy uncertified coins, it's definitely not the place to go. We're kind of running out of really good resources for selling coins online. That could be a doubled eyelid, but I don't think so. I think it fits with that die gouge just on the outside of the nose. Yeah, for ungraded coins, there are not a lot of options. There's Jeff Dunn. Coin number 8. These coins are in good shape. So finally we have our matchup with a relatively decent roll. I think there could be some minor RPMs going on here. Was the last a 62 Philadelphia? No, the last... Oh, it was. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess you'll be getting a 62 Philadelphia and Denver. Good gosh. Can I not do anything right? Whoops. Sorry. I thought that was a 62D roll. I keep planting in my head that I'm doing a 62D, and I keep doing 62D in my head. And, well, the last 2 rolls I've tried were 62D. So, yes, you'll get a 62 Philly and a 62D together. Both have double dies, obverse and reverse. And here's number 9, Farm Dog. Farm Dog will get coin number 9. Although I won't be doing the singles pull tonight, I am going to pick a couple of rolls and do some roll digs tonight. This is not my last broadcast of the evening. I can't do the singles pull tonight because there are a lot of factors, including the fact that I want to put good coins together for you guys to do this singles pull, and I simply don't have enough together. I counted and I don't have enough coins for the pull. So I'm still working on that. I ran out of flips. That was my major issue. I ordered flips, and then the next time I looked, I didn't have enough flips. And so the flips finally came in. I got the flips, day before yesterday, I think. Or maybe it was yesterday. I got my flips, and now I can start actually doing work again. It was listed as a 62D, and I guess that's what's confusing me. The roll was a 62 plain that we did, but it was advertised as a 62D. So when I did the replacement, of course, I wanted to do the replacement of the advertised roll. So I guess you're getting a 62 Philly and a 62D out of this one reveal, which that's really kind of cool, I guess. There's a little lamination strip running across this coin right there. Let's check the reverse on this one and see if we find anything. Looking especially on the outside edges of the lettering for notching headed toward the rim. Also, make sure you check the FG on the reverse of all of these 1960s memorial cents, because that FG will be one of the first places you'll actually notice most of your doubling. You like that idea? Well, I'm kind of keen to it too. Crispy Mofo picks up coin number 11. Coin number 11 in this roll. This one's actually looking pretty nice. There's some pretty nice looking coins in here. They do have a few spots, but they're very bright, very nice lustrous coins. They're in far better shape than the other rolls that I've opened today, and the original 62 roll that I opened for this reveal that turned out to not be a good roll. Hence the reason why we're doing this now. But who knows? We get a chance to find something, maybe. Look through some coins together. Have a chat about what's going on in life. And it makes it a good evening for everyone, I guess. This roll is not turning out to be one of the highlights of my day, but hey, sometimes it works out that way. It's a whole lot better than what I was doing earlier today. Had to go out and shop for a dress shirt and a pair of dress pants because I'm going to be attending a wedding this coming weekend. And, well, I'm generally not the type to ever dress up. So dressing up is a very unusual thing for me. This one's going to Marshall. This will be coin number 13 in the roll. I haven't seen any straight up, yes, that's definitely a die variety in this roll. Although there could be some really minor ones. I just don't see them here. Hey, Midnight. Here's coin number 14. Go Wi-Fi. That looks like it could be a split on the bottom of the serif there. So that could actually be a die variety. But I'm kind of leaning away from it because I'm seeing a repeat of that through most of the coins in the roll. And I don't think most of the coins in the roll so far have been from the same die. So that kind of tells me that I have a plethora of different dies that have basically the same effect on the bottom of the mint mark, which probably tells me, it's something that's punch related. Little tiny chip on the left base. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a heck of a time with hay fever lately. Oh my gosh. Waiting on the Steelers-Browns game tomorrow. I'm certainly hoping it turns out to be a good one. Good one as in Steelers win. 2,460-3. That should be the final score of the game. Hey, but I tell you what, allergies aside, the fact that I am attending a wedding this coming weekend in Las Vegas, of all places, and anything and everything else that I could complain about in life right now. One thing I'm not complaining about My health seems to be doing quite a bit better. I've got you guys to hang out with. Having a pretty happy life. I got a really happy dog who has the stinkiest breath. Oh my gosh. My dog's breath is horrible right now. I don't know exactly what he swallowed, but whatever it was, it died when it got in there. That's correct. The Browns played on Thursday, and they're coming right back on Sunday to play again. That is true. That does happen sometimes. Teams don't always go on a bye week after a Thursday game. No, they didn't play on Thursday. They played on Monday. Duh. They were Monday Night Football, weren't they? Doesn't matter. They're going to lose anyway. They play on the Browns on the 31st. What day of the week is the 31st? That's a Sunday? I'm not going to be able to watch the game. I think I'm going to be in the middle of doing stuff in Las Vegas that day. You're taking my Halloween away from me this year. Which, yeah, I've always liked my Halloween. I always liked having my Halloweens. But Malcolm, you're just starting working again? Well, I guess we can look at it this way. You have employment. That's a good thing, right? I mean, it could be that you don't have employment, so. Here's Sir Egg. Seems like his probably third and final coin in the roll. I am seeing what appears to be splits on a lot of these. It's lower splits. No, it's just not. Just not. So, get this back into focus and keep moving along. Well, Malcolm, I'm glad you're back up and moving around again. The one thing that I would warn you of is trying to overdo it. You probably know better, but never hurts to mention anyway. Just don't overdo it. Keep yourself in good shape. You definitely don't ever want to press your luck with health. Oh, what kind of a roll do you guys want to see later this evening? Would you maybe like to, I don't know, maybe do a circulated older Lincoln roll? You want to do a BU later date Lincoln roll, or would you like to do a BU memorial roll? Give me an idea of what you would like to see this evening, and I'll see what I can pull. BU Memorial roll. Okay. We got Carl coming up next with coin number 20 in this roll. We'll try a couple of different things. How about that? I don't think I'm gonna have a 51D roll that I can pull apart like that. Something very modern? Is that what you want to see? A shield roll? Yeah, we could try that too, I guess. I can get through them pretty fast. Trying to figure out the clues to what to look for a double die on these modern shield coins. I don't blame you. They can be a little difficult. They can be just a little difficult. Yeah, 36 BU roll is not going to happen. Sorry, boys and girls. I love you all dearly, but I'm not going to bust open a 36 roll. Let's check number 22. 22 will be for Farm Dog. See what we have on a coin number 22 here. Very nice, clean, earlier die state coin. Yeah, next time I do run reveals, I have a few rolls that I want to work with. One of them's a 1943S BU roll. There's one from Malcolm now. Coin number 23. And coin number 23. Nice early die state coin. But I don't see an RPM on this one. That doubling on the front of the mouth, that is machine doubling. It is not hub doubling. $2015 DDR quarter. Interesting. I have never looked at a 2015 DDR quarter. I've never looked for one. Of course, and again, I don't search quarters at all. That's a denomination that's worth more in a vending machine than it is in my pocket. Talk to my diabetes. Now for coin number 25. 25 Mike Birchman, going to be right through the middle of the roll here. I've seen this die before. Mixed match of a lot of die scratches running in different directions, but what I was able to pick was that heavy gouge coming out of the bottom of the 6. A 65 with slight doubling behind the ear. That could be interesting. Searching change from the week. Still working on the difference between true hub doubling and machine doubling. Just remember that machine doubling is always going to cut into the normal size of your letters. It's going to cut into it. So you're going to have a normal letter and part of it's going to be cut away for the doubling. On a true hub double die, your lettering is always thicker in some direction than it should be. It could not be a double die otherwise. Mr. Fletcher. There's Mr. Jim. How you doing, buddy? Are you back in North Carolina? As soon as you come back to NC, I want to go visit you. I know the direction you live in. Come over there sometime and buy you lunch or something. Yes, machine doubling can be tripled, could be quadrupled. So I guess you'd call it machine tripling in that case. So the answer, I guess, machine doubling cannot be tripled because that's doubling. Otherwise, it's machine tripling. But yes, it happens. Interesting 1962 D Lincoln scent there. It's got just a little bit of a clash. It's been partially polished away. There's a nice clash mark right there at the back of the head. Right here. The bottom curl and the hair can get a clash mark right there. If you look here, you can very, 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 very subtly see a Y. The back of the neck comes here, and then the coat comes out this way. Then over here, there could be some doubling of his beard. There is just a little tiny bit. It's hard to see, though. But it's right here. This is the bottom of the chin. But nothing really on this of any collectible consequence. Collectible. Sometimes I amaze myself with my stuttering. If I try to think too hard, I end up tripping on myself trying to speak. And if I don't try too hard, then it seems to be pretty easy to get everything I want to say out without a problem. So you're still in South Carolina, Jim? Or is the no mean that you are back in NC? You write better than you can speak? I don't know about that with me. I mean, I guess there are times when I write things out like responses on Facebook. I tend to include all the right words, get all the right things said, because I have that opportunity to proofread what I'm saying and go back and change a word or two. So sometimes my writing does come out just a little better than my speaking, but most of the time I'm relatively careful about what I'm thinking through before I speak, so I can make sure that I speak the words I'm actually trying to speak. It doesn't always work out that way, but sometimes it does. Sometimes your mouth goes faster than your brain can go. Or your brain goes faster than your mouth can go. Yeah. My main problem is a lot of times my mouth says things that my brain did not necessarily intend the way my mouth puts them out. So you could hear something that sounds, well, not right, incorrect, sometimes even repulsive, and it's not what I really meant to say. It's just how it came out. It's not Tourette's or anything. It's just a matter of not thinking through. But then there's other times that I say things that are actually intended to be quite harsh. And they are quite harsh because, well, it's something I'm saying to someone who's not being a decent human. And sometimes I'm taken seriously on that, and sometimes I'm not. And it's fine either way. This is a very clean 1962D. Really like this coin. I am very pleased. Very pleased indeed with this coin. And you've got a little struck through up there. That's a struck through. That's not a scratch. Interesting little tiny thing. Struck through a fiber of some small sort. All right, coin number 33 now. 33 goes to Mr. Morrell. See what we got here. Looks like another normal. Another normal one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to box everything up tonight and tomorrow. When I get everything boxed up to go, I'll leave the boxes open that I will still have to put a singles pull into. That way, when the singles pull is completed, all I have to do is shove that in your box, seal it, and it's ready to go. So, I promise you guys, this singles pull is the last thing that I'm sitting on before I send everything to you that you have purchased this, well, actually this month, because it does go almost back to the beginning of the month. Kind of a little embarrassed about the amount of time that this show and the singles pull are taking me to get them done, but I've had a number of different sorts of issues this month that have stepped in the way, as with other months. Just a very short word to the wise to those who are under 50 years old. Getting older is not always painless and easy. Especially if you spend the first 20, 30, 40 years of your life trying to abuse your body to death. Those of you who eat the wrong foods, eat too much sugar, those of you who have cholesterol issues, pre-hypertension, pre-diabetes, any of those sorts of things, or for those of you who smoke and are between, well, up to 40 years old or so, I'm telling you, all that kind of stuff is just going to catch up to you. It will catch up to you. It will happen one day. And the sooner you can get yourself on the right side of health, the better you will be as you are growing older. That's my public service announcement for today. Let's see what Malcolm says. With all you were doing, I'm good. Can't wait for new copper coins to come. The new copper coins? We are working right now on attempting to get all of the files, all of the image files renamed with a new naming convention that will work with the dynamic code of the website, so that instead of the presently 3 different die states that we have room for on the website, we will have room for 7 different die states. And more if we ever figure a need for them, but we can make at least 7 different sets of images per die now. Well, and that code is the simple part. The hard part's actually getting that stuff out of the database and having it show on the website. That's the hard part. That's the part that takes up a lot of time and effort. That one's got spots on it. Drats. I don't like spots on the coins. I just don't. I try to get and open rolls that don't have spots, but sometimes it's really just hard to tell. Yeah, even having been, let's say I was a smoker for about 30 years. And I'll look at the obverse first. And a smoker for 30 years. Smoked all the way through the military. And I quit 8 years ago, almost 9 years ago. And I still have an elevated risk of stroke and heart disease from what I did to myself over that 30-year period of time. But even at that, my risk is much lower now than it was a year ago. And it was lower then than it was 2 or 3 years ago. So every year I step through life, my risk of getting heart disease, kidney disease, or any type of lung cancer or other cancer related to smoking decreases. It's not diminished, but it's decreased. I know some of the damage that I did to myself through the 30 years that I smoked is permanent damage. I do realize that. But there's also damage you can do, a lot of damage to your body, and it will heal itself. Not completely, but it will heal itself. Well, I would hope that at some point we can, as a society, realize that smoking is something that people get into for one reason or another. Everyone has their reason for it. But that it will eventually be something that is societally so wrong, so taboo, that nobody will want to pick up smoking. And the kids growing up learn that smoking is basically a deadly disease that you're causing onto yourself. It's a behavioral issue. And these kids will learn smoking, vaping, huffing, whatever they're doing, and all that other stuff is just garbage to your body. And whether you think you're invisible or you're invincible now because you're young and you can't die or catch illness, you're torturing your poor bodies, especially considering many of them are still in their final stages of development to adulthood. I see young people smoking, and it just kills me. It's like, it took me a long time to quit. I wanted to quit for about 3 years before it finally happened. And when it did happen, it was pretty much an overnight thing. And it took me about 2 or 3 months to really get over it. And once I got over it, I never wanted to go back, and still don't today. I have no inclination to light a cigarette. None. Well, we're up to coin number 45. We haven't found anything yet. That doesn't mean that we won't find anything within the last few coins of the roll, but our chances are rather slim. So what we'll do from this point, after I finish this, is I'll take about 20 minutes off, something like that, to prep up a roll, get ourselves ready to go. And I'll come back with a roll dig. Something interesting, something fun. Probably do a BU 56D or 58D roll. See what's in there. Then maybe I'll pick a relatively new roll and see what's in there. If I was going to do a shield date, if I was going to pick out a shield scent date, what would be the best one for me to pick out, guys? What do you think? The best shield date for me to pick and open up for varieties or high grade coins. Either way. Well, that's coin number 44. Is that 40? No, it was. It was 44. I'd already done 45, so I got these one coin out of order. Doesn't really matter because there's no varieties in this anyhow. But here's coin number 46 now. Coin number 46 will go to Marshall. 2010D. I didn't know 2010D had a lot of varieties. Is that the case? So what I'm looking for is a roll that I would be most likely to find goodies in. Here's coin number 47 now, penny hoarder. I'm kind of thinking probably one of my better chances is going to be a 2013 or maybe a 2014 roll. No, I'm not doing a 60 small date. A 60D small date or 60 Philadelphia small date. I'm not going to go rifling through a 60 Philadelphia small date. I use those to build my 1960 sets. 60D small date, I've probably got plenty of extras. Here comes coin number 48 now. Got 3 left. This one's to Jim Fletcher. Nothing on the obverse. Let's see about the reverse. Yeah, nothing there. I think I'm going to do a shield date, Carl. Looking for a shield date. 2014. I think maybe 2014 will be the way to go. I have some rolls that are not bank wrapped original rolls that are 2014 Philadelphia. There could be some goodies in there. Never know. We'll try it and see. We'll try it and see. See what happens. And coin number 50. Last coin in the roll here goes to Eric. And way it turns out, just like the other 49 coins did. There's a little die clash going on there out in front of the eyebrow. But it is a normal 1962 D Lincoln cent. And that'll do it. That'll do it for the reveals. I'm going to take about a 20-minute break. So I'll be back here. Oh, let's just say at 8:30 I'll come back with a roll dig. And we will we'll plow through a roll and see what we can find. All right, folks, I'll be back in about, I can guess, about 15 minutes. Talk to you then.